Hi, and welcome to the Business Wings podcast. My name's Christina Petrakis, and today I'm talking to Pascal Wheeler, founder of Raffle It. Pascal talks about bouncing back from bankruptcy, raising finance, and the importance of confidence in business. What would you say was the main motivation? What inspired the business idea?
It was a disappointment in the way that the interactions that worked on the National Lottery and eBay. If something goes for £100, the seller thinks, oh, damn, I could have got £120, and the buyer thinks, damn, I should have paid 80. So the transactions are often marred by a bit of disappointment. And I just felt there was a missed opportunity in the sense that during my bankruptcy, I couldn't afford stuff, basically. It kept bugging me that, if you divided up the price of a car into 1,000 tickets, it suddenly became affordable. And if you were able to sell 1,000 tickets and one person won, then everyone would be kind of like, wow, that's great, somebody's won a prize, and it's much more attainable than the National Lottery. So that was kind of the glimmer of there must be a better way of interacting. And initially the Raffle It idea was to be a marketplace like eBay, but spread the cost of the item amongst many people, effectively all the players.
And with the startup, how did you finance it, considering you were going through bankruptcy at the time?
Well, I didn't start it until I was out of my bankruptcy. I had a business partner at the time that I've been working with, and we decided that we'd do it together. We started with the usual, which everyone says, is go to your family, friends, and people like that. Once we'd had the investment, this first round, we felt, okay, how are we actually going to deliver Raffle It to people, and how is it going to be engaging and rewarding and useful? And by the time we got to this last little bit of investment from Julian, I was very much on my own by that stage. Everyone else had to go to get jobs, and we'd had to scale back the project entirely. So we knew what we wanted to do, but we just did not have the funds and the ability to develop the site in the right way and get the messages out there. So I started doing sort of the networking, going to Drink Tank and a few of the other tweet ups and meetups that you get, the London tech scene, I guess. And that enabled me to get out and meet people and do some proper networking, which I should have done in the first place. And that opened some doors, and it meant we could do a partnership with one specific charity that was backed by some celebrity mums. And that took us down a path that we felt very comfortable going down. It was all about helping charities do basically online raffles.
And how does it feel being able to make money and help charities? What's that like for you?
It's the right mix, perfect mix. It's kind of, I wanted to get to that point, but I felt we had to go the eBay route first, and that was a mistake. I think we're slowly building a community of charities whilst at the same time trying to engage and grow our community of actual users.
And how important do you think that sense of community is with your website?
I think a lot more now, because its focus is mainly on fundraising for good causes.
And I noticed as well you're breaking into the school sector. How did you kind of come about that?
Raffles tend to live in schools. As parents, we're always getting asked to sell raffle tickets for this and that, and whenever you turn up to a school fair, there's always the raffle. So it was always a natural place. Initially, I'd approached this by having these kind of big school raffles where parents played on behalf of their school. So you'd have a raffle that was like for a new IT suite or a new music room, but that relied on too many people being involved. It's still too early days for us to do that. So we just use the same processes with charities. PTAs are always trying to fundraise for the schools, and this is just, again, another avenue for them. They get their own Raffle It brand with the school details on there, and all the tickets sold via that domain will go to help that school. And in exchange for that, we obviously get lots of parents taking part.
I was going to ask, how does an online raffle differ from a traditional raffle?
The gameplay is based on reverse auctions, which is where the lowest unique number wins. So there's no random draw. It's kind of a game of skill. There's only ever going to be one lowest unique number. There's a finite number of tickets in any one raffle. So if all those tickets get sold, then the raffle automatically ends. Plus there's also a sort of safety catch of ending no later than date, so that people know that it will at least end at some point. So you get to know whether your numbers are not unique. If somebody else has already numbered their ticket that number as well, which encourages you to come back. So you may well end to a raffle today and then get an email tomorrow that somebody else has come along and numbered their ticket the same number as you, so you get a chance to come back again and to buy another ticket and hopefully stand a better chance of winning. So.
And any tips for entrepreneurs that are setting up businesses?
Identify whether you need money or not. Everyone will say fashionably you don't need any money to start up, but in reality, unless you have all the experience that you need to not only run a business and manage a business and make sure the finances will stack up and make sure that you can develop your online business and all those sorts of things, and have all the time in the world to manage your social presence on Twitter and Facebook, etc., you are going to need other people, and therefore you will need money. Don't underestimate how much you need either. I think, as a fallback from the whole bankruptcy and the lack of confidence that I had from that, I didn't ask for enough money. I didn't feel comfortable taking other people's money because maybe there was a sense of doubt or something, I don't know. But ask for more, because you're always going to need more money, and you can get things done quicker if you've got more resource and more staff and things like that. So definitely don't undervalue your idea, because if somebody believes in it, then it's worth giving it a shot. I would also say, if you've got ideas, execute them. Don't sit on them, because if it's a good idea, it will soon become apparent. You should get it out there, and don't be shy about telling people about things either. I was very scared to tell anyone my idea because I was convinced everyone would steal it. The reality is everybody's got their own ideas and they're busy pursuing them. And it's only when you network and you talk to other people who are in a similar position as you that you can bounce ideas off each other, and they'll have a different viewpoint, and it opens so many more doors if you're just more open with people.